Strap in, guys. We're learning how to do a graduated bob. This is arguably the hardest haircut you will do as a cosmetology student or throughout your career. So if you're not strong in the skill, follow along. I will show you how to do it. It is a longer video. If you want to do 2 times X, you can, but it'd be good to grab a mannequin head and follow along. The first thing you're going to do is determine how high you want the weight line. Now, she doesn't have a strong occipital bone, so I want the weight line to be very strong so that we can build volume where that occipital should be. That's why my Christmas tree section is very steep. So after I do that, I'm going to take that Christmas tree and I'm going to take my comb parallel to the section, and then I'm going to elevate 45 degrees from the head. And then I'm going to take the next section parallel. You want your comb to be parallel. Your cutting line is parallel to your section line. And you really want to work within those first 2 fingers. So if you are dropping your elevation, which often happens because you are not staying parallel to the section line. So you want to cut the same, and it's almost like you're making a little box, like a rectangle. So I'm lifting up the hair, you can see here, and my comb is parallel to my section. So is my cutting line, my fingers, they're all parallel. I'm making a little box. So you don't want to drop at the top and you don't want to drop at the bottom. And that's what's going to give you the strong weight line. Now, this is a trust the process haircut. So don't be looking at the little bottom part of it and just going ahead and cutting that off. Wait until if you're just learning this, you should wait until it's dry to do that so that you can really see where you want the line of your haircut to be. In terms of if you want the hairline to be really clean and precise, or if you want it to be more natural. Now we're going for kind of a Bixie look. So I'm graduating the back really strong and stacking the back to give her more of that occipital shape. And then in the front, I'm going to do a little bit more shaggy, bang. It's going to look very cute. So you can see that the angle doesn't really change. It looks really steep at the nape because it's a smaller area, but as the head rounds, the line gets a little bit flatter, if that makes sense. But the angle actually has not changed. And yeah, you're just keeping your cutting line the same. You're always at a 45-degree angle. And you don't want to over direct the hair. See, you can see how straight my scissor is from the section line to the cut line. And then you won't get any weird pockets. Trust the process, guys. Now, I'm only really showing you one side, but I am doing the other side every other section so that I can keep my graduation balanced. And you want to check the length in the middle of your section line on either side to make sure that you've got your haircut balance. Now you can see I just put my comb on the top of the crown of the head and checked that 45. I'm still pulling at a 45 degrees, and it's 45 from the section line. It's 45 degrees off the scalp, and then your section is going to parallel your cut line. So as you can see, as I move towards the front of the hair over the ear, I'm still keeping the same angle section so that when I pull it back at that 45, I'm still creating my little box or rectangle and keeping that cut line parallel to my section line. I will say it over and over and over again. Towards the front, I am doing point cutting instead of just regular cutting so that it's a little bit softer and I don't have to use I don't have to texturize her hair because her hair's really fine. So stacked bobs look really good on people with really fine hair because it's going to make their hair look thicker and fuller. If you have a client with a ton of hair, you probably want to do a lower stack and more texturizing. So you can see, yeah, I'm meeting all that front pieces back to the same cutting line. And then I can go in and layer and do a little bang and put a little bit of hair in front of the ear to accentuate the cheekbone. And you'll see in my blowout what that looks like. The blowout's really important. You want to do a wrap blow dry. I'm Vanessa Soon trained, so that's what I learned. If you don't know what a wrap blow dry is, please look it up. It's a good skill to have. I'm just taking my feather razor to her neckline to clean it up. Just kind of keep it simple. Here is the after the blow dry and what I did with like the fringe and a little bit of layering around her face. And then texturizing spray is really good. I'm just using a little bit of hairspray to kind of define. If you have questions about this, please leave them in the comments and I'll do my best to explain, or I'll make a video showing you answers to your questions.